Hello and welcome back to BCG Teacher Tech. So today I just wanted to look at how to build a Quizizz from scratch. So if you can't find one in all of the quizzes that are on there that really fits what you're trying to do, then you can just build your own. And it's really straightforward to do. And then of course running it is exactly the same as you may have seen in the video I did on how to run a Quizizz. So I'm going to just show you how to build a quiz from scratch. Within your Quizizz, you'll see right on the left, we've got Create New Quiz. We'll click on that, and I'm actually going to build a quiz for my PGCE group as we go. So we're going to build a quiz on teaching and learning theory. If I click more, and then I'm just going to put the subject as education. Now, if you don't see a subject that fits what you're doing, so for example, they don't do a very good job of putting vocational subjects here, so you can just click other, so don't worry about it too much. So I'm just going to click education, and here we can create a new question and just build the questions straight from there. Teleport means that I can upload and search for a list of pre-existing questions that maybe I have in a spreadsheet, and it will import them. But I can add questions straight from here or here, and that's all I'm going to do, right? So just write the question here. Then I can decide whether it has a correct answer or not. So I can also ask polling questions here by turning that off, and then it's not going to mark whether it's right or wrong. So here we're going to look at putting in all of the answers. Okay, and this does have a correct answer. Okay, I can also add more than 4 possible answers. And what I'm seeing on the side here, I'm just going to move my image over so you can see it, is what it's going to look like on a mobile device. Okay, so I'm going to see exactly what the student is going to see when they see the question. I can tag this against standards. That's more applicable, I think, in the US, but I can link this to education standards, okay? And I can decide how long they might have to answer this question. So that defaults to 30 seconds, okay? But I can change that if I so desire. Apparently we can give it all the way up to 15 minutes. I'm not sure why you would need to do that for a multiple choice question, but we can. It's also important that we can add a math equation in here, okay? So we've got the right fonts and characters to be able to do that. And I can add media, both image or audio. So I can read the question out loud. I can, well, if we click on it, so I can upload an image here. And audio is new, so I can click here and record an audio. So if I've got learners that maybe do struggle with reading or suffer from dyslexia, I can just read the question for them here. I can give a more detailed explanation that they can listen to, whatever. And I think that's a really nice feature. Okay, it is also nice to be able to add an image here because you can ask a question based on the image, which is really great for vocational subjects where maybe you want learners to identify a tool or a part of an engine or a type of bend in conduit or something like that. So that's really useful to have and dead easy to do. So then once I've got my question, I just click save, boom, ready to add the next one. So I literally just do these questions one at a time, and it's worth noting that you can also do multiple correct answers, so I can have a multi-select. I do like to tell students within the question that there's more than one right answer, so I'll just put in brackets in the end of the question 2 right answers. That's fine, so we can certainly do that as well. So you've got lots of options here to play with. So let me just post all of these questions and I'll show you how to publish the quiz. So I'm just going to speed through this part. Okay, so there we are with all of the questions done. Just takes a few minutes. And I can now decide whether I want the quiz to be public, visible just to me, or out there for everybody. One of the things about quizzes is that every quiz you create really is out there for everybody if you want your learners to be able to access it easily. You can make it just visible to you, which means you can still launch it in your account. But I think I have no problem with making these public. It means that there's more great content out there for teachers to use. So I've defaulted all the question times to 30 seconds. Should be enough time. I can add some grades here. It's already aligned as education. Again, I can import these questions from a spreadsheet as well, which is worth noting. Now, I get a quiz quality score straight from the run, but that's going to be based on the kind of elements I've added. So I can add grades, I can add a quiz image, those sorts of things. And so I may just very quickly do that. So grades means that I'm choosing the language. I'm going to select the grade level, and this is a university level, and then we'll go ahead and I'll just pop an image from Google here. Perfect. And I can just go to downloads, and I've got that behaviorism image there. I'll upload it. And there we go. So now my quiz gets a higher rating because I've added an image and I've added the kind of grade level that the quiz is at. So then once I'm done, all changes save automatically. I just go ahead, click Finish Quiz. Then I can add people from here that I've shared Quizizz with before that I know have an account, or I can enter email addresses and share it with other teachers here. Okay, not going to do that, but then it becomes part of my Quizizz and I can launch it as a live game or as a homework assignment straight from there in the same way that I would any other quiz. So I hope that's been helpful. If you want to know how to actually go ahead and now launch that quiz, go ahead and take a look at my other video on how to run a quiz, because the process is exactly the same. Thanks very much for watching and enjoy.